Hey guys, welcome back to the channel! We are currently doing a mini-series about Turkey Day, and today we are doing an incredible pumpkin soup!
Alright, so the first thing you want to do is to cut that pumpkin open with the method of your choice. I choose to go full ninja on this pumpkin. Next you need to remove the seeds from the pumpkin and you can roast them in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. They make a very good snack, but unfortunately I forget about them and they burned. With a knife, score the flesh of the pumpkin so the flavor will go deeper in it. And generously season your pumpkin with kosher salt and pepper. And with olive oil, give them a nice rub all around and don't forget the butt. Cut 2 bulbs of garlic in half and then rub it into the flesh of the pumpkin. Add the fresh rosemary and then in the oven at 400 Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes. Now let's do a brown butter sage. Those flavors will go very well with the rosemary, the garlic and the pumpkin. Take 1 stick of unsalted butter and let it melt in medium heat in a pan. And now let's just enjoy this melting butter, bubbling and foaming. It's so beautiful. When your butter is getting a very nice brown color, kill the heat and put the sage in. You don't want to go too far and burn that butter. Now it's time to remove our pumpkin from the oven and they look fabulous. Now it's time to saute some onion. Take 1 big white onion, cut it in dice, put oil in a pan and put your onion in at medium-high heat. Take the roasted garlic from the pumpkin and put it in the onion sauté. Finally grate 1 teaspoon of fresh nutmeg and add this to the mix. By now, that pumpkin should have cooled down enough to manipulate it with your little fingers. Separate the skin from the flesh. This should be easy, and then reserve this in a bowl, and when you're done, add this to the onion sauté in your big pan. Add your delicious brown butter sage to the mix and add 4 cups of hot homemade chicken stock. Mix everything together, put a lid and let this cook for 15 minutes so the flavor will intensify. After 15 minutes, use an immersion blender to make a puree out of this. You can also use a blender, but this will result in more things to clean when you're done cooking. When you have a nice puree, grate an healthy amount of Parmigiano Reggiano into this. Season with the kosher salt and pepper, and now taste if you did a good job. Adjust the seasoning if needed. In that case, it seemed to be a very good. This step right here is optional, but if you want a super smooth, creamy pumpkin soup, pass it in a strainer so the bigger fibers will be removed. And now we are almost done. It's time to serve this. I chose to plate it in the pumpkin itself just for fun. Add a drizzle of heavy cream and some butter fry sage in top of this to make it fancier.
Alright guys, let's taste this now! Woo! Wow! Very good. I hope you guys will try this at home. It's delicious. It's very easy to make. And if you like this episode, please leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next episode.